Baylor women's tennis player Daniella Dimitrova, but I'm going with the Baylor roster says, has entered the transfer portal. She's originally from Louisville, Kentucky, though she has trained in Spain at the Barcelona Tennis Academy. She is 5'10" tall and would have been a junior next year. Her UTR is 9.54, and I'm going to go over her other background, like career high of ITF ranking of 68, reached number 1 in Bulgaria in 2014, invited to represent the Bulgarian national team in the European Summer Cups in 2014 and 2015. She qualified and competed in all 4 Grand Slams, as in Australian Open, Roland Garros, aka French Open, Wimbledon, and US Open. I'm going to tell you this much, guys. She did not even crack into the doubles lineup, at least, especially against the better opponents. And yeah, she played some, like the Texas A&M match she played, but we were resting players because they were just banged up this past year. And she only played in 3 completed matches, both singles and doubles, respectively. And in singles, she was 1-2. In doubles, she was 0-3 in those completed matches. But the year before, she played a lot more. I'm telling you you guys that much. In singles, she was 10-17 in completed matches. In dual matches, that is. I'm not going over like overall, but you get the whole point. And I so remember her beating Ivana Corley from Oklahoma at the time, a year ago. But the thing is, Ivana Corley was not even in the singles lineup for a good reason for Oklahoma at times. And she even played number 1 doubles with Paul Bagnano, if y'all don't recall. But overall, like, her doubles was like 6-11 in completed matches. So yeah, not that great in terms of record in the first 2 years. I know she didn't play as much this past year, but there were good reasons for it. One, Sierra Berry came, and I know she did not play that much in singles, but she played most of the doubles matches in doubles at least. And she, of course, she made it singles sometimes, and even in fact, she started at number 2, but then they moved her out of the lineup. Then at the very end of the year, she was at number 6. Danielle Tudin, aka Danny T, got better. That's another reason. I mean, she was ahead of her. And both Zuzana Kubanka and Zuzana Frankowska were better than her. And it's not even mentioning, of course, Luba Konstanko was obviously ahead of her. Mishka Kakalova was obviously ahead of her. And Isabel Harvison too. Those are good reasons. I mean, if you can't even crack the doubles lineup, yeah, that's not good. I mean, against the better opponents, that is. So, and I wish her good luck where she's going. She's probably going to go somewhere to get more playing time, and this is not like a huge loss, so to speak, in terms of stats from this past year. I know the year before, if she would have transferred out, I would have said this was a loss. I would have said that, but this past year, not really. And the thing is, too, we do have Wad Saini that's already better than her, and Nanika Sato. And supposedly, I know we got a verbal commit. That's what Joe Scavone said at the coaches show at the last one he was at, and even was asked that question. So, and we all know we had 11 players going into the year, and we already knew we were going to lose 2 players because of no more years of eligibility. Now we lose another one. So 3 scholarship players right there. And that's already going to get filled up by 1, possibly even 2 with freshmen. And I know technically we do have 8 players coming back potentially as of right now, and this is pending transfer portal. But one of them is a walk-on. I would have to think they're going to add somebody in the transfer portal. And yeah, there are better players in terms of UTR that are better than Daniella Dimitrov right now. In fact, the Arizona Court 1 is in the transfer portal. She is. That's just saying one example right there. In the Stanford one, that didn't even make the lineup, but her UTR is so good. But I don't know about her coming to Baylor though. That's a really far shot, I think. But you never know. I'm just saying there are other players that are better than her in terms of UTR. No, of course there are some other players that are worse than her in terms of UTR as well. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens, and hopefully the verbal commit becomes a signee. Because if it doesn't, we'll have to add two. We could probably add 2 transfers then. Probably. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more, so my money out this course. Like the video, comment video, really helps the YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe buttons, hit the notification bell as well. And yes, we do lose our top two out of 3 in singles for next year, because Isabel Harrison and Mishka, they're in the top 2 in the lineup. So we got to find somebody to be like top 3 good, and it's a matter of, do we have a true one on the roster, or about to be? I would think Donica Sato would be like top 3 next year, but it's a lot. I don't know about being a 1 though. That's the thing. It wouldn't shock me if we added another court 1 type, or somebody in the top 3 and just try to be really good up top, like a 2 and 3, and improve on the bottom collectively as a whole. So we're going to wait and see what happens, because it's a lot easier, in my opinion, to find somebody that's a 2 or 3 out of the transfer portal instead of like finding a 1. Though I know there's the Arizona Court 1 that's there, Michigan State Court 1's there in the portal right now, but let's just wait and see.